Well, ladies and gentlemen, every once in a while, you got to stop and say, hey, I was wrong. Hey, I missed it. I thought I knew everything. And this final experiment thing comes along, and I knew they were going to fake it, man. I knew they were going to fake it, but I missed it. I couldn't believe I missed it. And it turns out they didn't even go at all. I couldn't believe I didn't see that coming. I knew they weren't going to show 24 hours of the sun. I knew that. They haven't shown hardly any. I knew they were going to show like a minute time lapse. Yeah, I knew that. It turns out they might not even have gone at all. That is so crazy. But the crazier part about it is that I should have seen it coming. And I don't know if any flat earthers really saw that one. I knew Jaron was going to sell out. Yeah, of course Jaron's a shill. You can't trust that guy at all. I don't really know too much about him. But yeah, he seems like he likes the fame. He wasn't even a real flat earther for years, and he was debating for flat earth, but he was one of these level earth guys. And I don't have a problem with the level earth guys, but they're not flat earthers. They don't understand that this is the natural observation of the things that you experience without a television screen. This is the natural science that the horizon is a horizontal line that rises right up to your eye levels, and then people take cameras and they put them in the back of the room. They usually use authority, so they go to an airplane and they get into the cockpit and they shoot down to say that you're looking down on the horizon, to show a fake horizon. They use a curve lens to show a little curve looking out your airplane. Well, I can get in an airplane and I can see it for myself. I can climb a mountain and I can see that you're doing camera tricks. It is something they do time and time again. But when it comes to the sun, okay, I've never been to the southern hemisphere. Okay, I've never even been up into Alaska to see the 24-hour suns up there. But I can see the sun here. And what I know about the sun is it always rises at the bottom of the triangle, and it always sets at the other side at the bottom of the triangle. It triangulates every single time. And even on the videos of the 24-hour suns in the north, it still triangulates. Now, it doesn't completely set, but it kind of does almost. I mean, there's a black cloud that pops in front of it, so you can't really see it, but you do see that it is triangling every single time. It's how the eyes work, it's perspective, and it is proof of a geocentric local sun. It's just 100% what this is. And they did not show that because that's what they're afraid of. Of course, why would it not triangle? If it triangles here, it's going to triangle there. Okay, they need it to ellipse. Okay, they need it to look like it did. And I know they're going to fake that. There's easy ways to fake that at noon. I went over that in other episodes, but what I didn't know they were going to do is just go straight up Stanley Kubrick, just go straight up moon hoax and fake the whole thing in a film studio. That's what it appears they did. And I'm baffled. I'm blown away. I'm humbled. The biggest takeaway is you miss it, and you think you know how they're going to fake it, and you think you know all their dirty tricks, and then they surprise you with the fakest one of all, which is just film the thing in a film studio. And that's what it appears they did. And as more footage comes out, yeah, we're gonna learn more, man. This whole Union Glacier thing is so fugazi. Oh my goodness, does that footage look like a film studio? It's crazy, man. It's absolutely insane. But they're vaping to make it look like it's colder out than it is. They can't get snow. The whole thing is super fake. It's as fake as the moon missions, man. I didn't think these guys had it in them. I didn't think these debunkers were as top level as it appears. It looks like they got the big money and the big money producers to come in. Yeah, it looks like they're amping up to do a big documentary. Is it possible for them to do anything that we trust? No, probably not. But it would start with, 24 hours of footage, and they could have live streamed it. They were down there live streaming, but you couldn't live stream it. 10 p.m. to like 2 a.m. That's really, really when we need to see it. And we can test to see if you're actually doing it at that time, if you're actually showing the midnight sun. There's no proof that they did that. And no, I don't believe you, man. Just like I don't believe your horizon footage when you show it from a cockpit in an airplane. I don't believe this sun. I wanted to see more footage of that sun. You're doing videos and the sun's not even behind you. I want to see the angle of that sun. I want to see if it's triangulating, because it triangulates everywhere else. It triangulates in the north, so why wouldn't it in the south? Whether it's a 24-hour sun or not, we should be able to see it triangulate like it always does, and that would prove a local geocentric sun. And it would also, in my mind, prove a plane, but everything else proves the plane. So all it does is prove that you're a bunch of liars and a bunch of cheaters and a bunch of crazy whacked out Scientologists that are trying to fake outer space, and you're using a movie studio. I should have seen it coming. I can't believe I missed it. But hey, what are you going to do? You can't get them all. But I did know you weren't going to show substantial footage. And no, this does not prove anything other than these debunkers are a bunch of crazy wacko Scientologists.